Welcome everyone. Today's video finds us over here about an hour and 20 minutes or so west of Bangkok. And as you can see behind me, there's a couple dragons that they're just building. But that's not what we came here to see. We came here to see a 17-story tall giant temple that's got a dragon wrapping around it. And we're over here in Sam Phran. We're at Wat Sam Phran. And we're going to take a look at this and see what we see. So here's the big dragons that they're building, and it's right next to a huge Guanyin statue, and then there's a big turtle over here, there's a big Buddha, and then there's this 17-story tall temple building right here. And last time I came here about 2 years ago, and I made a video of this temple, and I wanted to come back over here today, and I'm going to try to fly the drone, and we'll get some good shots of it, I hope. But let's take a look at this Guanyin, and then we'll walk over to the temple, and we'll see what it looks like inside. So here's the giant statue of Guanyin. This is a Chinese goddess of mercy. And you'll see her sometimes with 1,000 arms, and she'll have a bunch of eyes, like 11 eyes. And they have like little shrines and stuff like that around here. I've seen some pretty elaborate ones of these. They're always cool to see. But that's over here, and the Thais will come and burn incense and pray and all that. What's cool is right here. Last time I came, they were just setting these right here across this little water feature. And we actually got to see them using the big crane, and they came over here and they stuck these, and now they've built a little bridge across here next to these old trees. What the Thais will do is they'll come here and they'll rub powder on the bottom of this tree, and they'll find lucky numbers. You can see where they've rubbed some of the powder, but you can actually see a number whenever they rub it on, and they'll use that number to buy lottery tickets. But they set these huge old trees right here. And the trees, they believe, have like a special power. Like it'll have like ancient spirits and stuff like that in it. So the Thais will come here and they'll tie the ribbons and stuff like that around these old trees. So we're walking up towards the big temple itself. So here we are right at the base. Now this temple, I believe, was opened up in 1985. And the dragon, what it represents is like the ability to come from hell, ascend out of hell, and go up to heaven. I think that's the imagery of the dragon. And you can use the inside of the dragon to go up to the top, and that's what we'll try to do right now. There's some little shrines here. The Thais will come and they'll toss coins and stuff like that into this fountain. And they have the little things right there that tells you that if you toss it into like that little jar, that you can get a blessing from your family and stuff like that. And then they have like the little Naga, stuff like that around here. So let's climb into the temple now. There's quite a bit of new stuff since I was here last time. It's been 2 full years since we came to this temple. They've added a little bit more stuff around it. Now the last time we came, the elevator was out of service. Let's see if it still is. I'm not going to take the lift, but there was supposed to be that option. Go inside here. Now inside here they have little shrines and stuff like that. I think they're the shrines of like all the Buddhas from the days of the week. You can see it still has kind of like an unfinished look up here on the top. And then they've put some murals here in these columns. Got a picture of Rama IX getting his hair cut from his mom. He's the late king of Thailand. And then they have a shrine here in the middle where the Thais will come and stick the gold leaf on them. Yeah, so the elevator is still not working. I think it must be like permanently broken. But that's okay. We'll be able to climb up these inside the dragon. That's what I wanted to do anyway. So right here at the base where you climb into the dragon is this little figure that this is the giant that eats the moon, and it opens up, and then we'll be able to go into the dragon itself. So it's still got the unfinished concrete look here. Oh, that fan feels pretty good. So the floor is kind of rough. You walk up it barefoot because you take your shoes off, and then it's just this little tube here. And as you're climbing up, you can see here, has little signs. That's telling you what floor you're on. We're on the 12th floor now. Okay, so we're coming up to the top here. This little shrine here. This is the 15th floor. And here's the hours from 8 to 5 p.m. So this is the 16th floor. And then you can go up to the roof, which we'll do next. Here's the little shrine that they have. So the Thais are sticking the gold leaf on this tree and on the little figures here. And then we have a little winding staircase right here. Let's see the whole view from right here on the top. This is the dragon you can see from down below. So they have a shrine right here, and the people come up and they make donations depending on the day of the week they're born. And the Thais will go around this 3 times. That's part of their little ceremony. And then up here, we have another little platform with like the Chinese style Buddha. And then you can see the part of the dragon's body right here. Yeah, let's take a view here. So this is the surrounding area. So it's pretty rural out here, but there is, all the houses and stuff. But compared to Bangkok, this is the small country, or the countryside. And Bangkok's way, way over that way. A little bit more of the view here. So we have some palms. Yeah, palms and coconuts are the major cash crop in this area. The groundwater has a lot of salt in it because we're really close to the Gulf, and the coconuts and the palms can survive in that. And this is the Chinese Buddha. So the story behind it, I believe, is that the Buddha, the guy that was the monk, was very, very handsome, and the ladies were attracted to him. And the ladies and the monks are forbidden to have contact, so he got fat to prevent the attraction from the ladies. I think that's the story how it goes anyway. This is as good as look you can get of the dragon's mouth. This is his tongue and his teeth right here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go down and let's look at the turtle and that big Buddha and whatever else we see down there. And around the outside of that, you can see they have the little shrines here and the little murals in the concrete and in the base of the dragon. Then they have some various flags and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool little area. People that have made donations to the temple have come over and put their handprints in the sidewalk. And then they have various little shrines all through the trees, places to buy some snacks and stuff like that also. Get ice cream and drinks and noodles, the normal stuff you see around these temples. Okay, so we'll go up to the big Buddha. That's kind of interesting. There's Thai writing, Chinese writing, and there's also quite a bit of Burmese writing up here. There's probably quite a few Burmese that live out here that work on the fishing boats and stuff like that. You climb up about 3 stories, and then here's this big Buddha that's right here. Kind of cool looking. And then it's got a couple little small buildings. Now this is an active temple. There's the monks here, there's the lady monks. So you can see over here the people come over and get some blessings and stuff like that. And this is all right next to the big tower. So we were just way up there. You can see around the big Buddha are these little dragons. And then you can see the murals there with the scenes of the Buddha. Kind of a cool looking statue. And then around here, they have these also, some little shrines, places to make donations. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. And then there are the two buildings here. We'll stick our head in and see what they look like inside. This room here has the shrines of some of the famous monks and stuff. And then they have the shrine over here. And then they have some of the old relics that are important to the temple here. Yeah, this is quite a simple little room, just made out of glass. Okay, so I thought these were the monks, but they're actually the Thai kings. So this is Rama 1, Rama 2, Rama 3. These are figures of when they became the monks. Rama 4, Rama 5, King Chulalongkorn, and 6, 7. And then at the end, they have two of the famous monks. So these are, and over here at this other little building. So this was locked up when I came last time, so this will be the first time I get to see inside of here. You can see the little figures on the doors. Oh, this is kind of interesting. So they have the murals painted on the walls, and then a huge like pagoda thing. Yeah, so they have all this is made out of little Buddhas, and the mother of pearl in between, which you can see all that. Yeah, this is quite cool looking. And the back doors with the murals painted and the clouds. And then they have their little relic right here that's important. And then they have the shrine with this wood with the mother of pearl. Yeah, this is quite cool. Kind of a little treat to see inside of here this time. So you can see the detail work in all of this. So they have the little Buddhas, then here you have the mother of pearl with the elephants, and then the little styling, and up here is like horses, and there's like some cows, flowers, and it just goes all the way up there. This is about, I don't know, maybe like 20 feet tall or so, and it just has hundreds of these little Buddhas all in here. And it looks like it's broken right here. And then the window shutters are the 3D carvings, and then they painted all of this. Yeah, this is a nice little room for sure. Okay, let's go over there and let's look at the turtle now. Next to that big Buddha, the building there, they have this elephant, and they have like this little garden area out here. Looks like they've done a lot of work on it since I was here last time. This was kind of a little bit rougher area, but they've poured all the concrete and stuff. So you can walk through here. They have little shrines and stuff all through the trees. And little bridges with the Naga. All kinds of stuff out here. This will eventually lead you to this big turtle that's out here, and that's where we'll go and we'll see it. It'll be the last thing we look at here. This is kind of a cool look with the bamboo growing over the walkway, making a little natural arch. So here we go. This is the turtle that we wanted to see in. Then they have some old junk boats out here next to the turtle. Let's go in here and let's take a quick look. You got some music playing. This is inside of the turtle. So it says don't take off your shoes in here. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do kind of maybe like a little museum. And they've got some stairs built up here now. So they've done quite a bit of work to this since I was here last time. Got some of the drums. Yeah, it says don't go upstairs, so it's blocked off. Looks like they have the tiles and everything to do the work in here. Yeah, this will be kind of a neat little area when it's done. And then you can go out of the back and that leads you into the garden. This is kind of a cool look at that turtle. And then over here is the junk boats. And then over here is some more of the old trees. They got some shrines and stuff like that. Yeah, I came over and took a look at this last year. That's where they brought them the big trees from that made those bridges. That's going to finish up our video over here at Wat Sam Phran, or as people know it as the Dragon Temple. This is quite cool. It's about an hour, hour and a half or so west of Bangkok. And it's not really easy to get to unless you jump in a taxi or hire out a van or something like that to get over here. And there are taxis sitting out here by the temple. So if you come out here, if you find a way and you need a way back into the city, there are taxis kind of just waiting for people that don't have a way. I've seen a couple people out here on motorcycles, so you can definitely rent a motorcycle and come out here also if you so choose. But for me, just jumped on the motorcycle, came over, and it's not too difficult to get over here. As you can see over here, this are some of the taxis waiting to take people back to town. It's definitely worth it. It's unusual. It's not super old. It's just kind of cool looking with a 17-story tall dragon, not something you see every day. I made a video over here like 2 years ago, and I'll pin a comment to that if you want to see it, like what it used to look like compared to what it looks like now. It's definitely worth your time if you want to come over. I would say come over here, see this, and then go over to the like Amphoe floating market or the Mekong Railroad Market. You could kind of make a day trip and see several things over here on this side of Bangkok. So it wouldn't be just like a one thing of like take half a day to come over here just to see this temple. But I would recommend doing a couple other things if you did it. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, definitely smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. This is what I do. I show you things that I see and tell you a little bit about what I know. So today we come over here to see this. If you like that, then definitely subscribe, stick around, and you're notified when I post a new video. I'm pretty active, so I show you a lot of things. And until next time, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy.